I am totally a run out to the bathroom.
Are
do it
you?
in secret, if I can make
You
it.
can make it.
You need to burp in front of people.
Okay.
Do you cover your mouth or just belt it out?
No, cover my mouth.
Lady. Lady.
My turn?
Sure.
All right. Alrighty, ready?
Yes.
I want to know the truth. Like, fully.
I swear on my honor.
You need to fart.
Oh!
Okay. Do you do a silent and deadly one? Or do you run out to the bathroom and do it in secret?
I am totally a run out to the bathroom.
Are
do
you?
it in secret, if I can make
You
it.
can make it.
And then if I can't,
Silent but deadly.
It's gotta
but
be
by the way,
silent.
can you choose for it to be silent? Like,
no.
who's got control
you just,
over
you
that?
just clinch really
Yeah,
hard
okay.
and hope for the
Okay.
best.
Got it. All
So
right.
that's probably somewhere in the middle of Lady and Linda. Desperate times. Do you prefer watching sports or going shopping?
Oof. Watching sports.
What? I never thought you'd say
Oh, I
that.
hate shopping. I hate shopping.
Are you serious? You're like
Yeah.
the most fashion plate person I know.
Oh, thank you. Face full of makeup or hashtag no filter?
No, I'm a face full of makeup girl at all times. I don't even think I'd go out to the food store without mascara
kidding.
on, probably.
Wow. I don't think I have the concealer's got to conceal some of this, under a darkness. But other than that,
Oh, I know your answer for this one, and it's probably the opposite of my answer. Sneakers or stilettos?
ooh, what is it?
1, 2, 3. Stilettos. I knew it.
Oh, wait.
I knew we'd be opposites on that one.
As I sit here in slippers.
Wine or beer?
Wine.
Wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem. Jeans or a dress?
Jeans.
A dress.
Yep.
We've covered that topic.
Painted nails or bite your nails?
Painted.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Designer bag or tote bag?
Probably designer bag.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Probably designer.
Even when going to my sports events.
8 hours of beauty sleep or 3 hours of drunken sleep?
Oh. Wait, are you asking which is more fun or which,
I'm just asking
which I
which one you
demand
do.
in life? I'm going to take 3 hours of drunken sleep.
Oh, same.
Well, the waist training is for reals.
Yeah, it is.
It is like we wear these things for 12 hours a day. It takes 20 minutes and 2 people to get each individual person into one. And they're so beautiful, and they really do, I think, immediately pull you back in time, literally, to the confines that women were under during that time. And there's no way to escape that, knowing that the men are never wearing them and that we have them on at all times, even when cleaning and cooking and doing housely chores. And it's just a reminder of the confines that women were under back in the day.
I have a tendency of when I hear something that I find interesting or funny, whether it's the way somebody said something or whatever, I'll repeat it, and I don't necessarily mean to do it out loud, but I do. And I just remember we were in this table read, and I had like a couple pages that I wasn't speaking, so I was like taking a nap, basically. And Toby just out of nowhere goes, he was having a conversation with somebody else, and basically said the word poem instead of poem. He said poem. And I just was in such a daze, and then I went, poem. And then I just like busted up laughing. And the rest of the shoot, he referred to poems.
Because we
as
mention
queens.
poems a lot.
Yeah.
She's a poet.
Yeah.
And so it's become the only way that everyone now says poem. But
Poem.
he never filmed it once without saying it his original way. And it was I think it drove the editors a little bit nuts because they even brought him in to try to reloop it and say poem normal.
No,
And he
didn't.
refused.
Oh my God. Oh, well, it's incredibly professional, and something like that, I think only really works if it's done tastefully, and we had an amazing director, David Gordon Green. Between him and Elena, myself and Ella, I think we created a space that we all felt comfortable in, and, there was nobody in there that didn't need to be there, and it was...
Except I was oddly there. I'm not sure why.
Were you really?
Right under the camera.
Oh,
just making
great.
sure everything was good.
Right.
No, I was not there.
I was under the bed, actually. No, it's a beautiful scene. It's a beautiful relationship that they have, and it was a great day on set. Imagine it just like miraculously started raining. They're like, shoot it, make out. No, it was a rain machine, and it added this element of fantasy. This is it's like Jane was just saying. We've kind of molded those two together, and everything is wildly accepted, and in reality or fantasy. And in this case, you get both. it was so much fun. I am a huge fan of his, and was so excited that he wanted to be in this show, and loves it, by the way, which is so cool. This show obviously is driven by Emily's poetry, and in her poetry she talks about just about everything, and death being one of them, and she views death as life, as creativity and freedom and color, and I think Wiz is so creative and so fun and has the best sense of humor and a great outlook on life and just wants to have a good time all the time. I thought he was the perfect representation. I think Elena Smith, our creator, kind of had him on the walls from the get-go, so it was really awesome that we were able to get him. Not that I recall. We of course talked about music. He'd been working on a record. He was working on a record at the time that I believe is out now, and yeah, I don't know. Much like Emily and any conversation she could have with another creative mind, it's always fun to, even having conversations with Jane and the rest of our cast in between takes, you know, to have a creative conversation with another creative mind is always pretty exciting.
I think it's something that's so special about our show, too, that Elena Smith has created a world where fantasy is part of our world. So therefore, the show can kind of go anywhere. Because once we accept death and your conversations with death and the bumblebee and all of the sort of heightened fantasy elements that come out of the poems, we can...
Poems.
I feel like the show then can kind of go anywhere because she's opened up the world to reality and fantasy.
Well, I think that this show generally is about not putting people in a box, and it's about being seen and being understood and feeling 100% okay being unapologetically yourself. And I was able to take away a newfound fearlessness after embodying this character, and I think that's an easy thing, hopefully, to pick up on while watching it.